I'm Jim Metrock with Obligation Incorporated. I'm mad as heck. Today I went to see a movie that Channel 1 advertised to children just out of elementary school, middle school students, and high school students. And it's an incredibly insensitive act on the part of Channel 1, and specifically on the part of the new CEO, Miss C.J. Kettler. She's the marketing guru who's taken over Channel 1 and has sort of given the impression that it's going to be different under her. Well, it's looking about the same, if not a little worse, than the previous people who ran Channel 1. The movie I saw today, in which Channel 1 urged kids to see, is called Insidious 2. I had to go see this because it was advertised to children. I also, unfortunately, had to see the first Insidious movie. And it was Insidious as a description, but the name of it was Insidious because Channel 1 advertised that movie to children also. I have no idea what's going through the minds of the executives at Channel 1. Miss Kettler knew what she was doing. She probably did not preview this movie. She just accepted the money to have the director of Insidious 2 appear on screen on the classroom TV show in front of a poster of this movie the week before it comes out, and he tells the Channel 1 students about one of his fond teachers that he remembers. That's how they market things to kids. It's very subtle. It looks like it's just part of the show. It's not a movie trailer. They probably showed movie trailers too. I've just not seen them. But this was irresponsible. Miss Kettler ought to come on her own show and apologize to all the educators who were stunned to see this movie being promoted in their classroom, because teachers have no control over the cultural rot that Channel 1 advertises. Now, the movie that I saw today, and that evidently a lot of kids probably saw because it was advertised in their classroom, was an extremely violent movie. It was PG-13, and I guess Miss Kettler thinks, that's good for children, but it's not. This was a horror movie that had violence to humans. Now, it was by human on human, and then, the monster type violence on humans, but people were getting hit, stabbed, and I mean hit, very graphically hit. A woman is hit by a thrown metal pot by her husband, and you see her just hit the ground. Children are threatened with baseball bats. One scene at the end, I wish Miss Kettler had previewed this. I think even she would have possibly turned down the money if she thought about checking it out first. There was a father about to crush his son's head with a hammer. He has the hammer over the son's head, about to bring it down, and I don't care about spoiling the movie for you. It's an awful movie. And of course, the son is saved at the very last moment. Any young person seeing this would be, now there are some children that are, Channel 1 thinks all kids are streetwise. They're used to this violence. They're used to people getting hurt. and stabbed. But there's a lot of kids that this would really shake up. And it would shake up a lot of parents. I am so angry at Miss Kettler, with Channel 1, at everybody that works for Channel 1 and who's getting paid because they promoted this movie. And they're going to promote more movies this fall. I saw this movie today, September 15th, 2013, and there'll be plenty more of these horrific movies being thrust on a captive audience of school kids. I want to put up a picture of Miss Kettler so you see who was responsible for this. And let's roll the tape. Let me show you what the kids saw in their classroom, because a lot of you probably are thinking, I'm making this up. This couldn't possibly be real. Channel 1 News, the wonderful people there would never do this to kids. Oh, you don't have a clue if you think Channel 1 News should be anywhere near anybody's child. These are kiddie marketers. Call them youth marketers if you want to make it better. They see kids as a source of money. They want a captive audience of school kids so they can show their advertising. There's a little news on Channel 1, but all these anchors, all the people that work in their headquarters, all of them are all about marketing to school kids. And I'm sick of it. And I'm really sick of them advertising these movies. Anyway, take a look at the clip.
Hi, I'm James Wan, director of the upcoming movie Insidious Chapter 2, and I want to give a shout out to my favorite design teacher back in high school. So stay tuned because Channel 1 News will be right back.
Now, looks like something pleasant. Looks like the school is implicitly endorsing this movie, because why else is it on the school TV screen? Some principals will say, no, we don't know what's being advertised, so we're not backing it. Yes, you are backing it. From the viewpoint of the children, you're not showing anything to them. You're not giving them any textbooks that have not been approved. And that's why Channel 1 is getting out of schools. Schools are kicking them out. They are losing schools every week, and it's been going on for years. And hopefully they'll be out of all schools soon. These people just need to go away. It's funny. You'd think in their position they would be a little bit more responsible and make sure they don't advertise things that will cause even more controversy. But they can't do it. They got to take money from anybody who'll give it to them because they're financially struggling nowadays. So, anyway, Insidious 2. If you're a parent and you're wondering why your children wanted to see that thing, it's Channel 1 News. It's Miss C.J. Kettler, the CEO of Channel 1, who's behind it. Anyway, thanks for listening.